folks. This is Tyler here.
Hey, everybody, Basil.
And welcome to Instructional Insights. And today we're going to talk about differentiated assessment. Now, this is a big word in education these days, but I don't think everyone really quite understands exactly what it means or is supposed to mean. So what's some ideas about differentiation is, maybe giving the students some choice that plays to their strengths. Also, not everyone learns at the same level, so perhaps one student might be doing something that's a little more difficult while someone else is doing something that's a little bit less difficult. And this is essential because if you want people to grow, as we talked about in one of the previous episodes, you can't give everyone the same stuff. Everyone's at a different level, and they need to be just in that right zone where they learn. So differentiation is important, but it has to be done properly. So I'm going to just give you an example of two classrooms, and I just want you to think about what teacher might have got more learning happening. So there's one teacher who gives good lectures, prepares well, and kind of talks at the students while they take notes. Then he has them read from the book and do questions. And say they're studying ancient Greece, and it's all about the history of ancient Greece, the mythology and everything. It's just all prepared right down to a T, and he tells them about that, and they read and they learn. Now, another teacher has all their students, and they kind of get in a circle, and they start to talk about ancient Greece, and then they talk about the clothes, the stories, a little bit about the place itself, the geography of it, and then she kind of tells them they can learn what they want to learn. They can choose something, and then they have to tomorrow tell us something about ancient Greece. Now out of those two teachers, those two styles, who do you think was maybe more successful in getting the learning going?
Well, technically, probably the first. Although it might have been pretty boring and not very interesting for students.
Absolutely.
So both of them.
Everyone's doing the same thing.
Yeah. It's just. But technically, I would say probably the first one. Although I wouldn't have been favorite student in that class, sitting there and just doing the test. I think that's what we avoid. So, but yeah, in terms of learning, the second one is too disorganized. It's not well and clear defined, and I think that's where the problem comes into.
There was no real focus in that second class.
I agree.
You can differentiate all you want, but there still needs to be some sort of big ideas or goals, something that the students want to, some aims.
Yes.
So I'll tell you folks, this man right here does something every year that I think is real differentiation. And I'd like you to explain what you do.
Oh, you flatter me, Tyler. Well, basically what we do is we do a short film festival as a big final project. So built into the short film festival is so many different assessment tasks and stuff designed that in the end makes up part of the whole project. For example, we've got the part where they have to develop the ideas and actually write a script from scratch, and we guide them through the process. So there's the writing part, and we go again through everything we've done through the grades in terms of building a climax, and then we've got the poster, and we've got a letter to the press, and we've got an EPA kit. So there's so many writing and speaking tasks and presentation tasks that they have to do in the end that makes it up. And then in the end, there's the movie, the actual movie where they make the movie. So in the end, it's a big part. It's made up of 10, 15 different assessments, but it's practical. It's practical stuff, and they can actually take the knowledge gained and apply it in a different situation. So I believe that's, it's worked for me for 3 years now, and I can see how the students, they enjoy it. They love the whole process of developing and creating and learning in the end.
Yeah. No, I think this is great for several reasons. You see, the goal is still to make the movie. So they all have the same goal, but it's differentiated in the way they can make the movie about something that they choose.
Exactly.
So there's still that aims to learn all that about making the movie. But they still get to do it something that interests them, which is differentiation. This is real differentiation. Now, also, the amount of different tasks. Not everyone's going to be good at the same thing, so they get so many different ways to show it with the movie, the writing, the poster, the visual effects. There's just so many different things mixed in that they're going to do well on something, and they're going to be able to showcase themselves in some way, which I think that's awesome. This is a clear focus, and this is what I believe that differentiation should look like.
Maybe you've got other ideas, and we would love to hear them. So share it with us in the comments below, and tell us about your ideas. Hope to see you next time again. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, folks.